Hi guys, it's Granny Tana speaking. Welcome to this FS25 Check video. In this video I want to check out whether I can cut a stump after cutting a tree only with the chainsaw, with the base game, without any mods. Why do I want to check this out? Because I get daily tips at the moment from some of you guys that I don't need a stump grinder anymore. I can just cut down the stump with my chainsaw. And when I ask, is this with or without the lumberjack mod? Sometimes I get an answer, and then it's always like, yeah, sorry, it's with the lumberjack mod. I forgot that I had this active. But now I thought, okay, I want to try this out, that I know for sure that it's not possible to cut a stump just with a chainsaw. And I bought a chainsaw, here it is, and we are going to cut this tree. So, and rather close to the ground, that it's not too high. Okay, here we are. Good. And now let's open the help menu that we can see whether there is something happening. Some of you guys tell me, okay, you need to press the Alt key. Yes, I know that's necessary. I love the lumberjack mod, but I don't use it in my Let's Plays because I have so many console players that like to play my Let's Plays on their own console. And therefore I say, okay, I don't use the lumberjack mod, even if I really like it. Okay, so let's check it out. Can we cut this stump that it disappears? There is no mentioning of the Alt key in the help menu. I go further down. Here I have a red-orange line. That could be a good sign, because it looks like that with the lumberjack mod. But now I cut. And here, nothing happens. Nothing happens. Okay, it's not working. Okay, so my conclusion is that you can't remove a stump only with a chainsaw without mods. Yeah. It's simple and sad, but what can you use to remove a stump? I just show you the machines. We go down to the forestry. It is here, and there we have the official Stump Cutter. Here, this one. You can attach it to the tractor in the front or in the back. I use it mainly in the front, and then you have to use it a little bit like a front loader. And I will make a dedicated tutorial about this when I made a tutorial about how to cut a tree or how to fell a tree. And you could also use mulchers. But this here works only with this Volvo excavator, this very expensive one. So nothing for a tractor. If you want to use a mulcher, stump grinding mulcher with a tractor, then you need to buy this, and this is quite expensive. Okay. So, and then there is something else that I want to mention on this occasion. Because on the one hand, I'm really happy if you give tips to me, even if they are wrong, because I know you want to help me, and that's very nice and friendly. And therefore, I'm happy about it, even if it's not working like you suggest. But on the other hand, it shows me that quite a lot of people use mods, especially script mods, without being aware of it. And because if a player uses the lumberjack mod intentional and know how it works, such a player wouldn't write to me, just use your Alt key and then you can remove the stump, because he would rather say use the lumberjack mod to do this. And okay, I get those tips also quite a lot, which is completely okay. And yeah, and for me, it's no problem, and I'm happy about such tips, even if they are wrong for this situation. But for you, it might be problematic if you use script mods, especially if you use a lot of script mods without being aware that you use it and without being aware what they are doing. And what could happen? It could happen that those script mods get conflicts, and that can happen very easily. Even when the mod hub is testing those script mods, they test one mod at a time. They only test whether this mod works with the base game. They couldn't test whether this script mods works together with all the other script mods. Then we would never get mods, because it would take just too long. And as a programmer myself, I know perfectly well that it can happen, and it does happen a lot, that programs, scripts are programs, they conflict with each other if they are using the same environment, like this game. And so if you just grab all the script mods that you find interesting in a way, so, oh, this could be useful, oh, maybe this could be useful, and that, and this, and that, and have them all active, you could have very, very bad gaming experience. If you are lucky, everything is fine, but if you are not so lucky, and from a certain amount of script mods on, you won't be lucky anymore, everything gets completely confused. So for you, it can be a terrible experience, and especially if you use script mods that are not available at ModHub, so that are not tested at all, then you could have the devil on your computer. But even if you have very well working, tested script mods and you have too much of them and they get in conflict with each other, you could go through hell and this game starts becoming unplayable for you. And on the other hand, script mods can also have conflicts with other types of mods, like building mods or like vehicles and such. And then you experience something that you think is a bug of the vehicle or the building mod. And if you then come to the building modder and say, oh, I use your mod and it behaves so and so. And you don't say, okay, but I have 100 script mods running, but it seems like you only use my mod, for example, and say, oh, it has this very strange behavior. And then when I read this, I think, couldn't be possible with my mod. And then when I ask, do you happen to use script mods that change the game? Yes, I do. And so that costs me not only time, which is I'm always very short on time, but it also costs me a lot of nerves. And I like to do support for my mods. But I don't like it if I have the impression that the one who is seeking support is careless with his way how he is playing. And so if you complain to me or to other modders about the mod is not working properly, first test it in a testing safe game without any other mods, especially without script mods. And then you can say, okay, I use your mod in a base game surrounding and it behaves like that, and I have this problem. And then I think most of the modders, and for sure me, will be happy to help you. And yeah, that is why I wish that all players use their mods with some awareness about how many, whether they use it at all, and what they are doing, the mods. And then everything is more joyful with playing the game, I think. Okay, that's it for this video. If you want to buy FS25 or a DLC, feel free to use my code OMATANA. You'll find the link for the PC version in the video description. It doesn't cost you anything extra and supports me a lot. Now I wish you a wonderful day, thank you for watching and all the best till next time. Tschüss!